Today, we're diving into something really personal, a journey to feed the soul. It's all about figuring out what truly makes us feel alive and, where in the world we actually feel most at home. So let's kick things off with this incredible quote from Paulo Coelho because it totally flips the script on how we think about freedom. He's saying freedom isn't about having zero commitments. No, it's about having the power to choose your commitments, to choose what's genuinely best for you. This idea, it's the foundation for everything we're about to explore. And building on that, our author gives us this beautiful personal definition. Freedom is an act of nourishment. It's about consciously seeking out the people, the places, the things that make your spirit feel energized, peaceful, and just alive. This right here, this was the simple piece of advice from the author's coach that started it all. It's not really a command, is it? It's more like an invitation, a challenge, really, to first figure out what freedom even feels like to you, and then to intentionally bring more of that feeling into your life. And just like that, the journey began. So, where did this journey start? It began with physical places, a search for those spots where your soul can finally take a deep breath and just exist. The places where it truly sings. The very first discovery, a live violin performance. The author describes their whole being just being set ablaze with wonder. It wasn't only the music, you see. It was the whole vibe. The grand hall, the shared energy. It was an experience that literally made their soul soar. Next up is a place I think a lot of us can get behind. The bookstore. Just being surrounded by rows and rows of stories and endless knowledge, the author says it makes her soul do somersaults. It's just this perfect little haven of possibility. And then there's the art gallery. A space just filled to the brim with pure, raw creativity. You're looking at these masterpieces that were literally born from someone's imagination. It's the kind of experience that just lifts you up and reminds you of the incredible beauty people can create. And here's the thread, the one thing that connected all of these totally different places. Whether it was the concert hall, the bookstore, or the art gallery, in each one, the author felt this deep, unmistakable sense of belonging, a quiet little voice inside that just whispered, "This is home." And of course, the list keeps going. It reminds us that it's not always about these huge, grand experiences. That feeling of home can be found in the simple warmth of a cozy coffee shop, under a big old tree in a park, or just feeling the sun on your face. All of them are spaces where the soul gets to feel free. Okay, so this feeling of freedom, it isn't just tied to physical locations. The author found that the soul also gets hungry for ideas, for stories, for connection. It needs nourishment for the mind. I absolutely love this description. It's such a perfect way to explain that physical feeling of learning, isn't it? It's that aha moment when a new idea just clicks and you can almost feel your world getting a little bit bigger. That is some powerful nourishment right there. And we can find this nourishment in so many ways, in deep conversations that really make you think, in incredible stories about other people, in books that totally change how you see the world, in powerful documentaries, and oh yeah, in music with lyrics that feel like they were written just for you. The author says the soul is a glutton for this stuff, always wanting more. It's just another way to actively choose what makes you feel free. So, what happens when you combine this idea of place with the nourishment of new ideas? Well, you get our next stop, travel. Discovering the world is all about finding freedom and brand new perspectives and cultures. A trip to Singapore is the perfect example. It wasn't just a trip, it was a full-on sensory deep dive. Just soaking in the energy and the architecture of a new place can be so inspiring that your soul feels at home even when you're thousands of miles away. It's really the ultimate combo, a new physical space packed with new ideas. It's a great reminder that sometimes feeling at home is about discovering a corner of the world you never even knew existed. So the authors shared their journey, right? The places and ideas that make them feel free. But here's the most important part. This whole exploration, it's really about turning that discovery around and pointing it back at yourself. They've shared their story, their spots, their sources of freedom. And now, really, the only question that matters comes up. What about you? This is it. This is the question at the very heart of everything. What are the places, the moments, the people, the ideas that give you that deep sense of belonging? What makes your soul whisper, "This is home"? And if you're wondering where to even start, our source material leaves us with this fantastic list of recommendations to get you going. There are books on destiny and creativity, documentaries about justice and the intense pursuit of perfection. Just think of this as a little care package, a potential starting point for your very own journey of feeding the soul. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.